everyone. This is Susan Mattern with Long and Foster. Let's Open Doors in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And I am here doing our first video for our home selling series. And I'm here with Naomi Cook with Open Doors Organizing. How are you doing today?
Very good. Good. How are you?
Good.
Awesome.
So tell me a little bit about your business and how you approach your clients.
Okay. So I've been in business for 10 years now. I just had my anniversary, and I celebrated with a big new rebranding and launching of a website. And when I first get in touch with clients, we usually do a discovery call first. I call it my Open Doors Organizing Discovery Call. So we get a chance to talk one-on-one. I learn more about the situation. We can do that over Zoom, just like you and I are, with the space in the background. Or sending pictures, or even in person. Because even though COVID is happening now, I did start to go into people's homes with the proper precautions, wearing masks and sanitizing. Yeah.
Right. So once you go into their house, like if most of the people you're working with just need organization, or do they need, like, are they preparing to sell their home? Or so if somebody's preparing to sell their home, how do you kind of tackle that?
Yeah. Well, I've firsthand experience recently because my parents just moved from their house that they were in for 46 years.
Wow.
So I run the whole gamut and I was playing multiple parts in that. But the main first step to do is really, and I'm sure you talk to your clients about this, is to depersonalize and declutter. Because people want to imagine themselves in the home. They don't want to see your family pictures. They don't need to see all your clutter. They want to imagine what it would be like for them.
Right, putting their stuff in their space. So you were talking about that you had a website that you just launched. What is that website?
It's Open Doors Organizing, and it really showcases everything that I love to do, how I love to help people. I want people to know, especially, that organizing isn't one size fits all. Everyone has a special circumstances, special needs. And I don't just throw, like, here's the one bin that you have to use. No, right. Everyone is different, and everyone deserves their own personal solution.
Right. So when you go in, I'm going to kind of break this down into 3 different parts. Sure. So you have, like, the family that has kids that's moving and needs organization. Then you have, like, the empty nester, and then you have the older person that's been, like, your parents and my parents that have been in the house forever. And how do you how do you do that first person to that middle person to that third person?
Okay, so a family with kids when they're moving, really start as early as possible. Especially movers are really booked right now too. Right. So make sure you book your mover. And you can ask me for recommendations. You can ask Susan for recommendations. That's the first step, and really kind of focus on decluttering in the few weeks before. You don't want to end up having to have all this weight on the truck because it's going to cost you more. Right. And you don't want to bring stuff that you know isn't going to fit in the new place. So if you have access to the new place to take measurements, that's a great idea. Really know what you have to bring in.
Okay. And then how about for that person, again, it's probably the same thing, but do you feel like there's a little bit more that's involved in that than that person that has kids you see what I'm saying? Like, what's
like the young professional or.
Right. Yeah. Or the people that are downsizing, like their kids just graduated from high school and now they're moving to that.
Yeah, that's another thing. Because if their kids are out of the house, well, first of all, if the kids are out of the house and they're in a space on themselves, give them that stuff. Right. Get it out of your house. Right. My parents did that with me once I got my townhouse. They just said, here you go. Chances are they might not want half the stuff, and you've been hanging on to it for years, but that's already half the battle, getting rid of that stuff. And then just going through, they may end up having, like, all the kids' dishes stuff and still in their kitchen. Think about just the stuff that they need. Right. Rather than, and all that yucky old Tupperware, all the mugs that are growing because they have a tendency to just multiply.
Right.
really thinking about what they need.
Do you have any recommendations for like when people need to donate? Like if you like have a donation place that you highly recommend or several other
Yeah, there are a lot of places that I do recommend. Now with COVID times, it's a little trickier because some people have been maxed out with donations, but there's Nana's Attic and Marian's Attic, and they both support against domestic violence.
Oh, okay.
Any donations do that. There's always Green Drop, there's always Goodwill. Some places pick up for you. I love to thrift shop too, and I go to a place in Souderton which supports the Mennonite community, Air and Share. So there's a lot of places around. You just have to be a little proactive and check in to make sure that people are collecting, because any stuff that goes over there has to wait 3 days to be, a couple days to be
sanitized and quarantined.
Exactly. Yes.
So so the last group of people would be like, the older person, that has just a ton of stuff.
Right.
They just they just look at it going, where do I even start?
Right. Well, with them, if it's in a bigger home, furniture is definitely probably going to be a big thing if they're moving from a house to an apartment or condo. What I like to do with clients, I do some space planning as well because I have an interior design degree. And I get out my little paper and pencil and my scale ruler, and I draw up the room and make little cutouts and just move them around, the pieces that they want to keep, make sure everything fits, and give that to the client too, and they have fun with it. Just make it as fun as possible.
Cool.
So that's definitely a big thing.
That's awesome. So planning out when someone's about to sell their house, and I go in and I'm looking around going, oh shoot, they need Naomi open doors.
Yeah.
Organizing like ASAP.
Yeah.
How far in advance from the time, like how long do you think it would take? I know it depends on how much, but like what's a timeline from when you talk to them to when you're actually getting them to get stuff out?
It's pretty quick depending on their timetable. We want to kind of think backwards and like think about how far off their move is, and then kind of go week by week and set up a plan, because they want to start with a donation. I do help people with packing.
Okay.
So I can help them with that too. And it's just step by step. You don't want to have to overwhelm people. You don't want to have to do it in the last minute, or else you're just going to get totally like fried and frustrated, and just be a mess.
Right.
You want to kind of make it easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Just do a little at a time.
So you pretty much like from like 2 weeks to a month, you should start planning that out from you actually listing, like as a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Give them that time.
The sooner the better. With having myself, and I belong to the National Association of Productivity and Organizing Professionals. We have a local chapter here in Philadelphia, and I have partners that I can bring along. So there's a team that I can bring with me. So it's not just me and them. We can have multiple people running around the house, packing stuff, helping bag stuff up for donation. So you have your own little army of organizing help.
Awesome. That's awesome. Now, once they move out, do you extend your services for when they move into their house as well?
That's one of my favorite things to do. I love to unpack.
Okay.
It's like Christmas morning, because you're opening up boxes and seeing all the treasures unwrap. And it also gives the people a fresh organizational start. I help all the way from unboxing to unpacking, putting things away in an organized fashion. So things make sense. Like in the kitchen, you don't want the dishes to be too far from the dishwasher. Thinking methodically about where things are going to be best, if the people don't already have a plan in mind.
Awesome.
Yep.
So basically, if you are interested in doing a small organization, or if you're looking to sell your house and need organization, give Naomi a call. She will be able to help. And if you're looking to sell your house, give me a call. We are in a critical time. We have really low inventory. And, but everybody wants to buy a house. I think the average day right now on the market is 3 to 5 days. Wow. And yeah, things are moving really quickly, especially in that like 350 to 500, 550 range. Again, it depends on the school district and all that good stuff, but it is very critical. Like I've never seen Chester County as low at below 1,000 in inventory, and this week it hit below. It was like actually almost like 962 or something. I don't know if it's because of the climate that's happening around us and the news and all that stuff. People are just kind of sitting on the fence, but the interest rates actually kind of went down again. So it's a great time to buy a house for buyers, and even if they're moving from one house to another. So, give Naomi a call to get all your organizing needs, and then give me a call, Susan Mattern, for all your real estate needs. Again,
sure, you open up your doors.
Yeah, we can both open up your doors. Exactly. Naomi Cook with Open Doors Organization, and then Let's Open Doors with Long and Foster, Westchester, Pennsylvania. So I look forward to working with you in the future. And give me a call. I can be reached at 610-757-8792. Okay, thanks.